Twitch and Comcast, at least. The audio check. Check the audio. Audio is checked. Everything else. Make sure the tech is working. I think we are good to go. Let's play Level Engine's Disc Defrag. Which is like 12 levels of Christmas or something. Alright, so what do we got here? A problem's been detected. Page fault in non-paged area. Pario's computer had a BSOD, so he had nothing to do besides go on another adventure. And who knows, maybe find a new computer. Oh, page fault in non-page area. There was a time I knew what that meant. Louder than I would like, but that's probably okay. Oh boy, Yoshi coins. It's a bit rainy here, but that's okay. I don't trust Spike. One of those sprites you just learn not to trust. It's always going to do the worst thing, and occasionally despawn in your favor. Pink pokies, it's a bit weird, but alright. Bonk. That was a really dumb way of doing that. But oh well. So far this seems pretty normal, which is perfectly fine. Check the pipe. Nope. Nice to have the Mario 2 music back without the corresponding Mario 2 world, which did in fact wear on a bit. Alright, I see no reason why I can't take the halfway point. Because, you know, it's not been too bad so far. Just finished up a level with... Just fished up a level 40 skeleton that one-shot your entire party. I must confess, I don't think I've played a game where you can fish up skeletons, so you're gonna need to enlighten me on what the context here is. How you doing, Faro? I'm trying to think of fishing games with fishing mechanics. I don't think that there are fishing level, high-level skeletons. Oh, why? Yeah, no, I know nothing about that. I'll take your word for it. Usually fishing is like the safe thing to do in most RPGs. Like, oh, hello. That was weird. Ray Mario, we are. Yeah, this works. The blocking above him was a little weird, but... You know, I don't need to spin jump on those. Thought the black sword was part of the test ROM? No, it looks like it ended up in the graphics 32. At least, assuming that this particular hack hasn't done anything weird graphics-wise, which I don't think it has. I'm not sure it's entirely vanilla, as has been demonstrated. We got pink pokies, and... That's just insulting, really. Into the drink. You'll fix that for me? Sweet. Thank you. I don't mind the black bar. It does, you know, fit the aesthetic of the stream, but yeah. It's probably better to fix it. And that is kind of funny. Mario's just got like this big thought cloud over his head, but it has no thoughts. Because he's not thinking. He's jumping. He's a man of action. A jump man of action. There we go. Problem solved. Back to Ray Mario. I don't need to spin on jump on those. I really don't. Oh. Back to having the black bar, where Mario knows nothing. Censoring something. That's what Mario was thinking. Mario's thinking about what he would do in the event that he had a torso. And it's quite obvious it needs censoring. There we go. How'd you do on the sprites you had to add a hand? Oh, I must confess, I haven't noticed yet. I'm not that astute. I gotta say, I like what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, the overworld music is definitely a bit loud. I'm gonna put a marker down for that. Yeah, I think that means you did good. Not noticing things is often a sign of doing the right thing. Cool. Nope. Hot potato. There we go. I'm safe now. I'm actually functionally confused as to what I was supposed to do here. Let's see. So I go up here, I can do that, or I can go down and get a dragon coin. I guess I gotta get the dragon coin. In retrospect, that was a very dumb way of doing it. The sprite that's used in one castle cutscene where he takes a brush and erases the castle was interesting. Oh, now I'm curious. Probably won't see that one until the next chat hacks. Because you never really know with those sorts of cutscenes and hacks. But I will be curious. Speaking of which, chat hacks next Saturday, or next Sunday. Just feeling it, and I thought about it, and I'm like, it's gotta be this. It can't be this weekend, because I've got other things I need to get done this weekend. But next weekend I think is the right one. And the subsequent weekend, there's the like 24-hour speedrunning challenge, and I'm considering picking that up and giving something the old college try. Not sure what yet. The theme is togetherness, and so maybe I should see if anyone's interested in participating in my Discord. Because I know me and Hawaluta were going to learn Mice at some point, and that has not ever happened. Might be a good excuse to finally like learn Mice at least the Furcon % run. Or up to the first morsel level and slightly past it. I don't want to touch fuzzies. But there's got to be something up there. There's nothing up here. How disappointing. Nope, nothing in the pipe. You know, I probably should have thought this through better. That's really what the next word there was. Expected dizziness, indeed. Sub-stair dweller. How you doing? I will take the shell with me this time. Then I'll have a shell. Shells have so many good uses in video games, which mostly boils down to killing things you didn't want to deal with. And occasionally using it to dupe something if you can get away with it. That was entirely wrong. Progress was made. Oh, I love the black bar. It entertains me. Yeah, right now we're playing a moderating a hack by levelengine, who made like a level a day for 12 days, but didn't quite, you know, actually do that. And so it's some number of levels a day for, well, less than one level a day for 12 days, or possibly like 15 days or something. I don't think I checked that pipe. I would hide something in this pipe. Nope. And so far it seems to be pretty vanilla. Not complaining. Think about how much you miss the XP style defrag visualization with the little boxes. Oh, I miss that thing too. I also really enjoyed like the check disc back in the day. I could watch that for hours. The old school one. At least I think that was the old school one. There we go. Now I'm free. Check this pipe. And find it has nothing in it. Is that the new one? Sensor free? Alright. Cool. If this game lets me save, I will fix the problem. This actually shouldn't matter. That's a bit funky. Also, I should check this pipe. It's so gonna get me killed. Yep. I declare that pipe to be empty. I really don't trust this. Yeah, I really am I'm gonna give it a shot. But I do expect I'm gonna end up having to come back and get all the dragon coins. Good thing to know for the future when using this way of making sprites. Definitely. It's good to know the deficiencies of your tools. What they're not good at. Beautiful. And, because shells respawn, I get this one back. That wasn't smart. I got Fire Flower now, though, so I really don't need that. Careful. Cool! In the sky, get some coins. Wish I'd brought my shell along with me. Wasn't expecting that kind of critter, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. This seems altogether very tricky. Yeah, that didn't work. Good thing they've joined forces. Alright. Let's restart the bot, which I think I can do cleanly without stopping the game. Oh wait, I don't need to reset the bot for this, do I? Okay, we can fix this. It'll all be good. Copy it over. GFX32 to E jars Ray Mariota spin. And I didn't even need to stop it. I don't know what I was thinking there. And then reload Ray Mario, and that should solve the problem. And I'm going to have to come back and get those dang dragon coins. But yeah, no more sensor boxes. Forgot how I had implemented it. It has been way too long. Didn't expect that. Yep, no more black bar. Humongous improvement. I need to stop trying to do fancy things. Alright. Just gonna wait for him to fall off. Then come back. Well, I guess it's okay. I got plans. I know what to do here. That really wasn't what I meant to do there. Who calls you? Alright, see you in a bit. I'm just gonna wait for the cycles to line up. Wow. So to set my lives to 69 preemptively because I guess ultimately it's not a huge deal. Especially if I'm dumb. I think it's looking to save after each level. Maybe. Go. As long as he didn't take the shell with him. Really wish once he explodes he would stay exploded, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, I've got an idea, but he needs to die first. Got a plan. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. There we go. Now hump the box. There we go. Totally worth it. Ah, that was not totally worth it. We're just gonna come back for the dragon coins in this level. That's the plan. I'm gonna put a marker down and say just come back, get the dragon coins a little bit later. I don't know how to get that box right now. So I can kick things. Did I mention like a Yoshi house explaining some other mechanics in this game or something? Because I feel like there's got to be something more, some sort of trickery here. Look at that, that's easy. Just get down here and grab it. Food indeed. Had a delicious taco-based baked potato today. It was very tasty foods. Very good type of foods. Also, food. I really should finish listening to that album. I liked King Ghidorah that much. Probably should actually bother. You think at this point, levelengine just has his own levelengine hack base ROM? It would not surprise me. I'm fairly certain one of the 24-hour contest levels was using Daizo's, like, rack base level ROM. At least based upon what the intro part of that looked like. You ate what seemed to be a normal amount of food for supper, but somehow was way too much food. Oh, I hate it when that happens. It's gotta be balance. Oh, I'm not gonna like this level. Unfortunately, I can't remember which one it was, but one of them had the weird, messed up bushes at the very beginning of the hack. And I was like, this reminds me of something. Spin jump. Gotta spin jump. We haven't even got to the meat of this level yet. Maybe there's a safe place to stand and I'm just not seeing it. There probably is. I'm probably just trying to take this too fast. Okay, goes up, goes down. Thing. Okay. I see, I'm not a huge fan of the sine wave. At least I read that one right. I'm not good with those. I can't believe I didn't get hit. No. What about a sprite abomination you'll make next? I wonder too, man. I wonder too. We'll find out when we get there. I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. That did not work. Getting the Dragon Core into this one's going to be tricky. In fact, the name of the level is Sinusoidal. I probably should have taken that as a bit of a sign. I suspect levelengine probably only ever played this level small. Dang it. Make Mario just his body. Just torso. He became ball. I'm not sure about that one. Far, I'm not sure about that one. There we go. Okay. Got it. Whatever you do next will be worth sweet. Definitely a better idea than the inverse of Ray Mario. Okay. I think if I walk off from this direction, I'll just land it. Okay, that did work. It did work. So I just needed to panic less, and that would have worked. I could have stood on that platform and done a simple jump to get across. We're making progress here. Just come on, fall in the pit. Test the theory. Nope. No wall jumping in this hack. I'm fine with that. No! It's me, Torso. Torcio. I like the idea. I'm not sure I'm a fan. Okay. I find it funny, I don't know if I find it good, put it that way. Common problem with ideas I have and ideas my friends have. Okay. Come over here. Let them take care of each other. Get the regrab on. There we go. That's how you get that coin. That's how you die to that Koopa. This is an educational stream. What's up, Squid Man? It's been a while. How you doing? I'm just trying to get the dragon coins in this level, which don't want to be gotten for some reason. I don't know. Maybe just a little bit too paranoid about where the wave is. I'm not sure. Oh, that was fucking loud. My bad. Sorry. Pretty good. Working on the levels. Sweet. Kaizo level for KLDC, or just a level for the sake of your next hack, or just a level because you want a level. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I cannot complain. Got some fun stuff lined up for whenever I play Final Fantasy V again, which should be tomorrow. Oh no! I didn't expect that to reset the layer 2. Gotta try the other guy, fair enough. Yeah, weird side effects. I don't know why you did that. Call that a victory bonk. What's the new hack gonna be, Squidman? You making another sort of trolley hard hack, or going Kaizo? Cause I did enjoy what was it? Lewd Mario World. That was a fun hack. Even if I was hella dumb in that ghost house. Don't think being a Koopa is improving my level of play. We'll see. Yeah, I really want to know why it reset that, because, I mean, I know how it works. It shouldn't do that. But I don't know why it could possibly have occurred. I guess I cleared that. Maybe there's a register that it expects to stay constant and I'm removing it or something. Standard hard hack, sweet. Look forward to that coming over the plate. Or if you want help with testing, I'm always happy to oblige. Out front. These coins are going to be the death of me. Do you have a concept in mind yet, or just you're making a level and you'll come up with a concept? I mean, overall concept. Lewd Mario was very explicit with, well, incredibly explicit with its concept. Oh, maybe that's what I should have done last to get the Dragon Coin in the prior stage, was spin jump off the Koopa and let it die. Doesn't feel right. Yeah, a long time ago I told someone I couldn't use this sprite for some reason, and now I'm kind of wondering why I told them that. Like, I think I wanted more complete sprites, but then since then I've gotten an awful lot of jankier sprites, and it really doesn't matter now. And as far as I can tell, this one works perfectly fine. It's a Koopa eat Koopa world. Truly. Truly. But yeah, I added this, and Ray Mario, and Marina, which is a character from a Japanese hack that I'd forgotten existed. I remember watching someone play it a while ago. But it's like Mario, but, more feminine. So, nice to get some more female representation in my sprite set. There's an awful lot of weirder Marios. I've really just got the Tohos in that front. As fun as Tohos are. Yeah. Standard spin jump, yeah. Now we can move on to the rest of the level. Okay, I think if I duck here, I'm safe. Oh, that was bad. I think I would have been underneath the thing if I'd done it right. I just didn't trust it. Yeah, the sinusoidal lava is definitely a weird obstacle. You know, I've never actually played any of Level Engine's work before now, except maybe a level or two in some sort of collab hack. That sure is an empty box. Guess it's not going to work in this. It's probably going to kill me in this stage, isn't it? What's up, Mister? Thank you for the host. I think that may have moved it? I'm not sure. Well, we'll play it forward a bit, because I want to see how it plays out, but I suspect that the layer 2 has moved. It's 5 a.m.? Yeah. I get... Oh. Well, probably for the best. The music is funky. And it's 5 right now. It's a good time for funky music. And Mario's. And hosting. I'm not sure it actually did make a difference. So cold. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, we got a bunch of snow here in Seattle, which is not a thing we deal with well. You're also in the 5 a.m. time zone? I'm always shocked when I see that many people from America watching, because I stream at a terrible hour. For pretty much, you know, non-Asian continents. Australia is also in that sort of time zone category. But don't get too many Aussies. Get raided by Aussies. Don't get too many Aussies watching. There we go. That was closer than I would have liked. I'm learning. You want this negative 5-degree weather to go away? But it's supposed to be even colder later today? Oh. That's awful. You have my condolences. I am not a cold weather person. Give me the heat. I'll take that any day. Said my ice cube right there. Well, better than jumping off of him. I got problems. I got real big problems. Ah. Where you're at, you got like 6 and 7 inches of snow dumped on us suddenly. We didn't get nearly anything the entire winter. Oof. Might be part of the same snowstorm I'm suffering here. Thankfully, it seems to have stopped for the time being, but the weathermen think that we'll be getting more later on Sunday. So... But at least out there, I would hope you guys are a little bit more prepared for it. Like, none of the roads are plowed here. Because, like, the city of Seattle owns one plow, and it's, like, hidden in one of those Da Vinci Code-esque puzzles. Whenever we need to find it, we have to go on some sort of amazing adventure. Yeah, no, we don't actually plow the roads here, just because it doesn't work. There we go. Definitely part of the same thing. You live in Canada, and so the snow and coldness are kind of a given. Yeah. See, that's a good thing about being somewhere that's prepared for this kind of thing, is, like, it's not a big deal. But here, oh, it's a big deal, because, you know, we got a decent amount of snow. Like, 1 inch of snow, you can mock people for. Like, Alabama, we had a snowstorm once in Alabama, and yeah, that shut down everything. Which was kind of the right call, because no one in Alabama knows how to drive in snow. Like, nobody. Or ice, or anything, so... But if you're Canadian, or in the Midwest, or in a mountainous area, then yeah. You like it when it's super cold, there are fewer people in the outdoor rink. I guess that's a positive benefit, I suppose. This might be a hack where I just get all the dragon coins. Maybe not all on the same level, though. But, you know, it's kind of nice. Snow's pretty. I'm happy to have it once a year, especially when it's not really going to affect anything, and it's a long weekend, so it's kind of a, whatever. It could be a lot worse. Not that it matters, I don't actually go anywhere to go to work. Alright, we're moving from collect all the dragon coins in every level to just collect dragon coins once. In the interest of expediency. Because I'm kind of tired of coming back for this one. Nope. Yeah, I guess my timing there is not going to work. Because my timing there was predicated upon collecting the dragon coin, and it's no longer on that. At least I can save a whole cycle by not waiting there. Yeah. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Also, in recent news, I got to play pinball again for like the first time in a year. I was very excited. Got like 30 million on, what was that one? Medieval Madness. A vaguely knight and castle themed pinball table. Earned extra balls, got multi-ball like 4 times, got a, you know, free replay from being awesome at the game, unlike, you know, the pity ones they give occasionally afterwards. And then my second game was complete and utter rubbish. I just literally let all the balls drain straight down as if they were magnetized to go straight down the well. So, yeah, that tends to be how I use my extra replays. But it was fun while it lasted. Sweet sandwich? Yeah, pretty much. I played one other pinball machine, but it was okay, it wasn't great. Then I was out of money, so I just left. I was only gonna, like, burn $1 on pinball today. Still was nice. Hadn't played it in a long time for obvious reasons. And of course, right after I left, I washed the hell out of my hands, because if there's anything I know, it's the pinball tables. Some of the dirtiest things in existence. At least at this particular place, because I just don't get the feeling they clean them all that well. Not to mention all the times I've been in there and they've, you know, been out of soap for the men's room. I should have waited. Also, for some bizarre reason, there were a couple people riding around on Razor scooters the whole time. That was really annoying. It's kind of hard to pinball when someone's behind. You might get hit by someone riding a Razor scooter for bizarre reasons. Those are not meant to be ridden indoors. Or maybe I'm just an old curmudgeon. But it was just strange. I had a plan. Yeah. No, I have no explanation at all as to why there were 2 people. They had Razor scooters. They were just chilling around indoors, just tooling around the pinball place. It was so weird. Like, I wish I knew why, because it's so effing weird. Your scooter got run over? Oh, that sucks. I mean, unless you, like, left it in the middle of a road, in which case that's the complete and utter expected outcome, but, you know. But I guess it's better for your scooter to get run over than to run someone over with your scooter, in terms of liability, I suppose. Which is generally not a axis most people worry about, I suppose. It was years ago, but still salty. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm learning. I like that obstacle a decent amount. Oh, this is bad. Now I got this thing to deal with. Okay, there we go. No more Charlie. There we go. Oh, that was dumb. Beginning to think this level might not have a midway. Just beginning to think that. And also, if it doesn't have a midway, then the whole Dragon Quest thing becomes a lot easier. So I think I've seen 4 so far. So I might just go for it again. There's 1. There's 2 at the drop spot. 3 at the falling platforms, and then 4 at the football dude. So, might not be that bad. Can't wait to get forced to marathon levelengine hacks. That's gonna suck. Reminds me, I still owe the people a playthrough for Phantasmagoria 2 once I figure out what the fuck went wrong last time I tried. Been on my list for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. And then I could have a new, like, weird incentive. I'm not sure what it will be, but it'll probably be a weird game. There we go. Okay. How do I get this without dying? That felt better. There we go, it's 4. Oh, come on. And a football dude. Lovely. I got pincered. Make hack on stream. Oh. Nobody wants to watch that. I am not a hack creator. I need to get a lot more work in before I could even begin to think about doing that. It'd probably be another weird FMV game I'd dig up out of somewhere. Or the original Phantasmagoria, instead of Phantasmagoria 2, which is a way cooler game. But the original Phantasmagoria 1 has an awful lot fewer spots where you can get stuck. It also helps there's a little gargoyle that tells you when you're being an idiot, and lets you know exactly what items are what. Still gotta plan out my 4th of July stream. Got some ideas, but I haven't finished getting them all set up yet. Oh. It's definitely going to involve DOS. Or some Windows games, some DOS games. Got some ideas. It just hasn't completely fermented yet. Firmed up yet. 4th of July stream for April 1st. I like the idea of a 4th of July stream. Do, like, play incredibly patriotic games like that one, like Metal Wolf Eagle or something. The game where you're the president of the United States and the vice president has gone rogue. And so you get in your giant mecha and kick ass. Because you're the president of the United States. But either way, this is going to be in April, so, you know, July's just too close for it to be that kind of thing. Man, I definitely could go for some 4th of July, given how cold it is. I do not like the cold. Bounce. Okay. I'm getting better at this. Like, if I could not get hit here. That was the end of that sentence. This obstacle is not as dangerous as it looks. No! 4th of July on April 6th. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. I think that could work, actually. Okay, let's try this again. Like, I definitely just need to hold on to my power-up. Post the first Charlie, or second Charlie. That would solve most of my problems. I think I actually own that game. I think Squiggles might have given it to me, so I might just do that. But April's still a bit of a decent way away. We gotta get through March. Maybe have a March 15th stream. Only do Roman things. No Charles as good as Chart. This Chuckles. I don't know, Charles Chuckington III. Oh, certainly my favorite of the Charlie clan. Or Chuckles. That's a different... what am I thinking of there? I don't know, the one in Jump Half, who you have vague control over with the Cave Story music level. No, that's OG Jump, not Jump Half. That is a level to remember. Nope, Chuckles. Which... I have to ask then, I'm not sure which one was... Which one is that? I'm still thinking of Charles Chuckington III. I think I've screwed up. Now, they're probably never going to align that well again. They aligned well enough. Oh, crack the hack. Oh man, it's been a while. I watched the your speedrun, but it's been a long time since I've actually watched, since I've actually played and the hack and, you know, remember what and how the whole thing goes down with all the assorted characters. There's a lot of characters in that hack. Maybe that'll be my speedrun suggestion instead. We'll do crack. We'll see. It's in March is your birthday? Ah. It's definitely a memorable birthday. Oh, that sucks. I swear, those hammers are always where you don't want them to be. I don't know what my plan there was. I'm trying to think of any other, like, short hacks that are hilarious to run. There's the Mario, but it's steamed hams. Or steamed hams, but it's Mario hack. But, you know, the times for that one are already pretty good, so I don't know if I want to challenge that one. It's good if you know your classics. That is true. It is true. Not everyone happens to have read that particular Shakespeare play. Had to for high school, I remember. Oh, what? That was weird. Actually, that was really weird. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm gonna assume that's a vanilla problem, to be honest. I got really lucky with the regrab there. I was not certain of it. But, yeah. I don't think I've seen any other, or read any other Shakespeare recently. Well, that was the worst way to do that in every way, shape, and form. It was the first of 4. It's a good choice. It's a very accessible one. It doesn't require knowing too much, and most people, at least eventually, acquire at least a vague knowledge of Rome. Just because of how relatively influential it is in the grand scheme of things. it's been a while since I've actually read a classic. I did listen to Screw Tape Letters recently, which isn't, you know, that level of classic, but it is certainly in the domain of books you might have had to read for school. It was rather enjoyable. I always do enjoy a good active narrator, and Screw Tape is definitely an active narrator. Plus the actual history from that time was wild. Oh yeah. No, like, there's a lot to be said for the history of Rome. Beyond what's just myth. Like, the mythology's cool, too, don't get me wrong. I love, you know, Romulus and Remus, the gods. There's an awful lot of interesting stuff that happens, mythologically speaking. But, what actually happened is also very interesting. I swear to God. Only book I remember having to read for school is Lord of the Flies. What's up, Bobby? I think most people, at least I remember there being like a radio show that asked people what book they remember reading most from school, and it turned out, at least for their poll section, that To Kill a Mockingbird was the most popular one that people would remember anything about from high school. The tale of those the finches and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm trying to remember if I got to read any cool books. Oh, hello, Hey Mario. That one didn't break the screen, which is nice. Then I did. Yeah, I don't remember too many books that I read that I cared much for. I guess I read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I kind of enjoyed that. Also saw the movie with Jack Nicholson, which, I'm gonna be honest, kind of was awesome. Jack Nicholas. Jack Nicholas? Yeah, I think so. One hell of a movie. Yeah, most of those books kind of went in one eye and out the other. Yeesh, that analogy does not work. Simile doesn't work. Well, they gave me the latitude to read my own books. I mean, I enjoyed that, but oftentimes it would have been things I was going to read anyway. I think I did a book report on The Wizard of Earthsea, which is a book I quite enjoy. I did one of the Lord of the Rings books. A few other things like that. Of course, nowadays, the things I actually end up reading, if I do end up reading them on my... Oh, I cannot believe that worked. This is the best we've done so far. Well, no, actually, we've done a little bit better in the past. Whatever. There we go. And it's gone. Forced you to read a lot of libertarian propaganda for high school? Huh. So you read, what's the book I'm thinking of? Atlas Shrugged or The Fountainhead, I would imagine. Can't think of too many other books that people would term that. Oh yes. I got it! I feel so stupid. You know, I heard so many bad things about Atlas Shrugged. I'm meaning to actually give it a shot myself because I found the criticism to be less than amazing. I've also heard the book sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's got a whole bunch of self-aggrandizing protagonists and the like. But it's one of those cases where I would like to know firsthand whether or not it is actually as bad as people tell me it is. And I'm perfectly happy to abandon it halfway through. And perhaps, ironically, I'd probably just get it from the library, so in the event I abandon it halfway through, I don't feel too bad about it, because I didn't pay for it. There's probably an irony to be learned here, but I'm not sure where. This level's already better now that I don't have to get the dragon points. And there goes the ice. Yeah, I'd say the one class I had that was really good in high school, I got to take a class on straight-up Arthurian legend, and we got to read a lot of different sources for that, which was a lot of fun. Which included watching the Sword in the Stone, which is just a fun movie. But reading from assorted old sources and some more of the modern ones as well for Arthurian myth. Also, a bunch of stuff that was definitely satire, but we were given a face value interpretation of it. Ugh. I mean, there's no worse way to make a book unfun than to force people to do interpretation of it. Like, I definitely have a bone to pick with most English classes and the postmodern method of literary analysis. Because it kind of just boils down to, what did you get out of the book? And did you get the same thing out of the book that I did? Okay, you get an A. Or, if you have a better teacher, can you at least justify what you got out of the book? Which is often just not fun. And it kind of ruins the fun of reading. Like, I think English teachers are some of the worst offenders in terms of preventing people from reading for pleasure. They want you to find things in the book that may or may not be there. Like, authorial intent is not the be-all end-all, but it's still a lot better than the average English teacher. Usually you're better off reading more stuff about the context around when the book was written, understanding where the author was actually coming from, more so than trying to apply any sort of... I thought it'd be a low bounce. I don't know why I keep trying that. Like those memes where it's, I turn the doorknob quietly, and it's just an English teacher over analyzing sense to shit. Exactly. And the sad thing is, we used to have other methods of literary analysis, but they've largely been left because, you know, education-wise, people, and academia-wise, this is now just the most popular mechanism of doing it. And, I don't know, I find it somewhat dishonest. If we wanted to just admit this is what I got out of that, I would be fine with it. But pretending there's any sort of authority in it is just, stupid. But the great thing about being an adult is I don't have to write those sorts of essays anymore, and if I want to put that kind of work into anything, I can do it on works I care about. So, it's a huge improvement. There we go. And of course, I never have to read Cliff Notes again, in case I didn't catch up on my reading for today. Is it an authority that really irritated you in high school English? Yeah, I mean, because it's a very invalid authority. It's just, what did my high school English teacher think of this? And the honest truth is, most people don't think too much, or at least too highly, of their high school English teachers' mental faculties after they get out of high school. Some people are way too impressed with it. Others just go along. But ultimately, like, they're just humans. They got a degree in education. There's not much more to it. Like, there was this one time, alright, I am interested in the story. This level is not me, there's so much waiting. I could do an analysis of this level, try to figure out what levelengine was really trying to say with the sinusoidal wave here. Maybe he didn't want to have a sinusoidal wave, maybe he wanted a cosinusoidal wave. We'll never know, because the author is dead. If he gives us an interpretation now, it might not be the right one. And as per usual, we can blame the French for that one. Which is also the case with an awful lot of wacky spellings, as I've learned recently. Though apparently debt is not one we can completely blame on the French. That one comes courtesy of Latin academics who, thought it was cool to take a French loanword that was based on a Latin word and bring it back to its Latin roots after we'd already simplified the spelling to D-E-T. And so did the French. But here we are. I still think that little jump bit right there with the two platforms is my favorite part of the level. It's got just a little bit of pressure on it. Okay, cool. We passed one problem and on to another. Right, I can't go first. I can't go fast there because he's gonna land on me coming back. Really wish I'd actually landed the jump at the very end last time. You know what this reminds me of? Axel F. from Beverly Hills Cop, I think. One time you read a book that was set in a small town, your teacher started going on about the general geography and the sort of circular arrangement of the town. So it's like a bullseye? Ugh. That sounds like a bad, like, cop novel thing. It's like, okay, if we look at all the murders, it looks like an arrow pointing at his house. Sort of bullshit. Really bad cop novels or TV shows or whatever. Willing to bet most of that was in her head, and that the geography wasn't actually terribly important. Because the author's taking shots at the town. Ah, I see. Well, come on. Ah, that football is going to be the death of me. See why I more so liked this. It was really dumb. Yup. Again, it wouldn't really bug you, though, if the teacher wasn't claiming some massive authority on this to actually know, as opposed to, this is simply my weird interpretation. Because effectively, at this point, it's like bad fan fiction. Or bad fan theories, and we can read enough of those on the internet if we so desire. Okay, cool, it despawned. Need to kill him. There we go. The rest of the stage should go pretty smoothly now. I let go of A! It was the same teacher who didn't realize Harrison Bergson was satire. Ooh. Yeah, I've read that one. I'm familiar with that one. It does lay it on a bit thick. A bit. Remember who wrote that? It's been way too long. Was that, I can't pronounce his name. The Starship Troopers guy? I want to say it was Heinlein or Henlin or... I'm just terrible at that name. Vonnegut? Oh, I was way off. I can't remember if I actually had to read any Vonnegut for high school, but I don't think I did, and if I did, I didn't do a very good job of it. It's been a long time. On the bright side, I think I've come up with a strategy for this area that works mostly. There we go. Downside, it doesn't work for the rest of it. Please don't come back, please don't come back. Ah. Curses. Thank you, that just worked. You're 35, so it's kind of sad you're still salty about taking shots at what Canuck thing. Yeah, I think it's just what most people actually feel about their high school teachers or high school English teachers in general. Like, we could spend hours bitching about this, but in general, you know, aside from the occasional time when it's appropriate, we don't. Like, I remember my sophomore English teacher who demanded 100-page essays on things and then never read them. I actually included, like, little weird checkboxes and started talking about nonsense halfway through, because I'm like, he's not going to read this shit. No one's going to read this shit. It doesn't matter what I write. So, oh no. You've caught up on Twitter. Congratulations. Depending on how much Twitter you have to catch up on, that might be quite the achievement. I decided a while ago that I would forgo having an awful lot of people that I'm following on Twitter just for expediency's sake. I tried it the old way. Didn't work. Tried the new way. Pretty much all I get is pictures of, like, HoloLive people now, which not terribly informative, I'm going to be honest. But at least there's not very much of it. You're following too many people? Yep. There's a fundamental problem with Twitter where, like, following is both like a... I don't know, I feel it almost would be better if people didn't know who followed them. But Twitter certainly would never allow that at this point. And you like looking at art, yep. That's pretty much it. Pretty much the entire set of people I follow is a small group of, like, SMW people. And a bunch of, like, Japanese artists. One of whom used to be really into... what's that one? Idolmaster, and now is just completely into HoloLive. Like, it's just always... I think it's Okayu. I think he pretty much just goes straight up Okayu. But he dominates the Twitter there. Occasionally get the others in there, but not very often. He's usually the dominating force. And of course, some of the other ones are actually professional artists, so they post stuff about how, like, there's a sale of their book at Melon Books or whatever other thing, and you can get this cool bonus thing if you buy it from this place versus that place. And of course, you know, not being in Japan, it scarcely matters, because I couldn't buy it anyway. Not without great effort and expense. Follow SMW people, friends, and artists. Yeah. Like that football. Hooded Edge loves flooding your timeline with Toho stuff. Yeah, I can see that. That feels pretty much the same as the one guy into HoloLive. I think the best way to actually, like, consume Twitter is to not follow people and occasionally just look at their timeline. And I still do that for a few people. I like doing that to D to the 4th. So I imagine, you know, just the amount put out on that particular Twitter is not that high, so probably wouldn't matter, even if I did follow. But D to the 4th's pretty professional. So, and you understand none of it. Yeah, welcome to the club. I understand a very small amount of Toho. But honestly, I don't know what's, like, actual game stuff versus weird stuff the fans have thought up, and the Toho fandom is kind of a huge mess as far as I know. And I understand. Occasionally get one of the guys that I follow does Toho art. But that's about it. Zen Market can buy stuff from me in Japan for $3. I mean, the fundamental thing is I don't know if I want to own it. I'd much rather just know about it to some extent. No, you need to come with me. Come on, football man. If I just scroll, he'll come. It's like, I just want him over here where it's just a little safer for me. I think the best weird teacher thing was your grade 2 self-theology teacher who told your friend her opinion was well supported but wrong, and therefore she failed, and gave every class she ever taught an assignment to write an essay describing their perfect mate, wrote a long description of a rat-faced man, and got a perfect score. That is a weird thing to do. I meant the assignment. I don't know what to say about rat-faced man. But when I think of that, I think of, like, there was a teacher in the kids' TV show Arthur, who I think was a rat, and yeah, that's what comes to mind. I haven't thought too much about Arthur in a long time. Because, you know, I don't watch PBS much anymore. But the thing is if you can well support something, that's what English class should be about, is writing convincing or persuasive essays. Whether or not you're right doesn't matter quite so much as whether or not you've succeeded in convincing someone you're right. Did not get the jump. So. Which just means an awful lot of this stuff is a huge waste of everyone's time if you're not going to grade on that sort of ideal. I cannot believe I'm still on this. Like, for instance, if someone took that particular essay and decided to write about, like, their best, like, chess move and called it their perfect mate, if it was persuasive enough and well-written enough, it should not matter if it didn't actually meet the stated criteria. But, you know, that's just my philosophy, man. And I am not an English teacher, so what do I know? That's what happens every time I try to do the fancy thing. Or why I don't generally try to stay on top of chucks anymore. I was really worried about that football. Get over here. Come back. That's way better than your to rat face. I mean, it's just, you know, as long as you can come up with a creative interpretation, I feel like you should be rewarded for being persuasive for that kind of thing. Of course. You know, I feel most English teachers also don't like to be made fun of, and as such, that generally is not how it goes. There we go. Now I'm safe. Safe-ish? Oh, come on. How could this... Level... Oh, never mind. It doesn't keep going. Alright, cool. Let's get some points here. I want to see what the bonus room looks like. To be fair, that kind of like weird lateral creativity is just something that's come with an awful lot of like mystery hunting experience. Oh, what's up, Papalucha? How you doing? We're talking about English class, the unpleasant kind, and getting hit by birds, the also unpleasant kind. But there was at least a few mystery hunt puzzles where if you were instructed to do something after the fact, after you solved the puzzle, they would tell you to, you know, bring a banana and do a split. And as long as you could, you know, approximate any sort of split, like a 7-10 split, or do a banana, or make people banana splits, or have someone who can actually do a split, or, you know, split some chopsticks. Anything that fit into that into at least vaguely, approximately correct, they'd give you points. So, because in some ways, much like an awful lot of assignments, the effort is what matters. We're also playing as Ray Mario, because Ray Mario's cool. Wise 8 has such a banging soundtrack so far. That bird just freaks me out. I keep thinking he's going to wreck me, and he just doesn't. Because he's one tile higher than I'm expecting. And I hate moles. I hate them so much. Yeah, I don't like this combination of things in the level. Bird, indeed. Nope, nope, nope. I don't know why I thought he couldn't hit me there. Anyway, why is there a series I've never played any of? I want to say at some point I played a demo of one back in the DOS era, but I can't prove that. Probably Daggerfall. about it. I played a lot of demos of things back in the DOS era because, you know, didn't have to pay for it. Not worth. Alright, cool. Like, I'm vaguely tempted to go back to an earlier level and get a power-up to just not deal with this. Nothing in this pipe. Hey, look, a power-up. I do not like this level. No! It's aesthetically a very pleasing level. My problem is that there are things dropping things on my head. I do not like birds dropping things on my head. In real life or in video games. And that bird right there is just a dick move. You had to choose the right path puzzle in your D&D game this week, meaning the direction. Not right, meaning correct. I like that. I like that a lot. And the players did not immediately understand that. But it's kind of a good puzzle. Any puzzle, I mean, you shouldn't immediately understand a puzzle. That's not how puzzles should work. Alright. Yeah, after that sprite spam, I need to get up and get some, get a beverage to wash it down a bit. I will be right back. Okay, beverage acquired. Back to this. And my problem is I just don't trust the bird. Like, I know it's gonna come there, I just don't like that bird. That's a spite bird right there. He knew that people would want to jump up and get cool stuff, and no, spite bird. So instead, I'm just gonna kill all the moles. Speaking of birds dropping things, oh my. Oh. I'm curious where this is going to go. I do not like the birds. I would really like a cape for this level. I can take care of some of these more annoying fauna, plants, and birds. Didn't want to re-grab there. Go. Alright, cool. We made it back to the one power-up. I'm beginning to notice a pattern here. He really does not like to make it easy to get these things. I'm gonna go back over here. I think I feel safer about this bomb. Well, mostly safer about that bomb. Okay. Once saw this crow screwing around repeatedly, flying to the top of the street and then back to the ground, so you investigated. Interesting. So sleepy today. It might just be a sleepy day. It is well, it's a Sunday now. Nope, nope. I I get the feeling there was probably something up there if I was more clever. I'm very sad about the power-up in there. It turns out the crow had somehow acquired several little McDonald's sweet and sour dipping sauces and was dropping them to crack the little packets to release the delicious goo in. That's kind of amazing, actually. You can't underestimate crows, even when they're being dicks. Those things come in fast. Nope. But yeah, those things are smart and irritating. I got attacked by a crow once. I was just minding my own business, walking somewhere, and crow's like, nope, this guy, he needs to be assaulted. So, wasn't much I could do about it, just walked past it and hoped it'd stop. They had a backpack on, so they mostly attacked the backpack. But... okay, and then saws, then two saws, then this guy. Don't turn around. It's just gonna come back. Well, oh, I'm not screwed. Yeah, that probably would have worked out if I'd been a little bit faster. Got all the dragon coins, just not all at once. I'm okay with that for this hack, I think. With Mario being slightly disembodied, it's hard for me to tell exactly where he is. Oh, crap. Well, I hope you can find some good sleep or find some caffeine, Awaluda. It's kind of awful when you're, like, sleepy, but you don't want to be. Or want to get something cool done. And just can't because you're too sleepy. Well, my condolences. Definitely had some problems with that this week. My sleep schedule is even worse than usual now. Hoping to bring it back a little bit tomorrow. I told Squiggles I was gonna finish up, or at least try to finish up Final Fantasy V tomorrow. I think I only have like 7 dungeons left, which shouldn't take that long, but we'll see. They're almost too smart. Yes, for birds, they are way too smart. I mean, there's a reason why bird brain is an insult. We don't think very highly of birds in general. They're crows and ravens. Those are the scary ones. They're far too capable. Okay, that hitbox felt a little bit bad, but whatever. That was just dumb. Once one of them distracted you by, like, dancing around all weird, while his friend stole your sandwich. Yeah, like I said, too smart for their own good. You cannot trust the crow. But that's awesome. On the bright side, for the low cost of a sandwich, you got a pretty good one-liner story. I'm a big fan of a good one-liner story. Those birds. Yep, wasn't even mad. Was it? I'm not even mad, I'm just impressed. It's the old meme template. Man. Just noticing that the sound is a bit clipped for some reason. Probably because there's way too many other things going on, to be honest. I'm thinking. But yeah. So, tomorrow, I do need to do a little bit of testing on the Final Fantasy V stuff. I've added a couple small improvements, mostly around names not exploding, which should be nice for people who name things, then I immediately die. Just a little bit mean that it kept falling off, and if I didn't notice, it would just completely fall off forever. Okay, there's something in those boxes. That's good to know, I guess. And at least there's a power-up here. Why'd it go the other way? You notice the SMW disassembly did the same thing for you? Might be the... Wait. Oh, notice the saw disassembly did that for you. Might be the same thing here? Could be. I haven't looked too much at the saw code, except for the point in time when I accidentally destroyed the saw code by having a bad offset. Which was fun and all, but... a bug I'm glad I fixed. Why do I keep doing that? Either way. Been looking at the Final Fantasy V disassembly to understand some things recently, which has been kind of nice. It's interesting to read some SNES code that isn't SMW. But definitely learned some weird things from that. There we go. Now let's not fail the mushroom. I'm just going over. I'm getting the mushroom on top. Way of... should be the way of it. Got a duck there. Crap! Oh, that's... dang it. Thanks for good luck, Orca. How you doing? I kind of need it. These levels have been a bit brutal for me. I believe that might just be the nature of levelengine. But, it is what it is, and it's got to get done sometime. This is still more fun than Sinusoidal. I'll take a silly auto-scroller with birds over a level that repeatedly makes me wait. Ow. Can't help but like some of their designs. I mean, it's the nature of things. You can still like their designs regardless of who they are. Mario is nobody. This is Ray Mario. A Faro invention. I think I mentioned this in some chat hack stream, and Faro made it a reality. So Mario no longer has a torso. He's just a head with hands and feet. He used to have big sensor boxes on top of his head, but we fixed that. Which I did kind of like, but, you know. Yep. Strongly believe in separating the art from the artist, indeed. And as a moderator, I try to know as little as possible about most people whose stuff I'm working on, so I know very little about what levelengine has done, aside from he's made some people mad. And I don't really want to know more, to be honest. I want to finish this with a relatively neutral opinion. Just didn't need to jump there. If I want to know what he's done, I can always go look it up. There's a decent log stored somewhere of discretions. Indiscretions, I suppose. It's a good policy, won't bring up any controversy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're not really here to do that. We're just here to make sure this actually works, doesn't crash, doesn't have any weird badness. Like, doesn't suddenly turn into Super Mario Porno World, which would be unfortunate. And, yeah. How am I supposed to do this section? I just admire the Lilac Mountains as saws find their way into Mario's head. This is really a Dr. Frankenstein simulator. The background's nice. I've seen the trees before, but I don't think I've ever seen the mountains. Like, I've seen the trees used in a lot of places. I want to say they come from one of the Donkey Kong countries, but I'm not sure. Or maybe they're from Yoshi's Island. Wouldn't surprise me, Yoshi's Island, to be honest. But the purple mountains on top of that, definitely a nice touch. Crap. That saw disassembly really messes around with the sound a lot. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Know these sounds well. Yep. Makes me wonder what necessity he had for using the saw disassembly, given that these saws seem to be pretty vanilla so far. Like, they just do the normal saw thing. They go forward, they go backward, they go forward. Like, they're just fucking saws. So I don't know why you'd need to add custom behavior if you're just going to use them as saws, but eh. That, I swear, is deceptive. Table of bills. No! I don't know how to deal with that. Vanilla saws are all kind of jank. They're easier to use because they spawn at oh! They spawn all the time, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That would explain a few things. I really wish I'd gotten that. But, you know, I appreciate the explanation. Now I know why one would bother with this. Need to not get hit by the saw. And the stupid birds. And the other saw. And there we go. I suppose an awful lot of things are like that in SMW, where the disassembly might be easier to use for various reasons. I just don't know what they are yet. Even if you're not going to customize their behavior. Also pretty sure that they would be lag if it was vanilla. Fair enough. I'm still kind of curious about how much lag can be mitigated by just turning on fast ROM. Which I feel most people should do unless you plan to upgrade to SA1, because it just gives you a lot more headroom. But I could be wrong about that. There might be a very good reason not to. But I definitely just turn it on whenever I'm tooling around. It seems to have no downside. Unless you're going to make it SA1 at some point. But yeah. I kind of feel that if you're going to make something SA1, you probably should decide that from the get-go. You figured fast run was pretty standard, but you know. Yeah, I've never taken like a poll of it. I wonder if that information's available on Xander's site, and like a Google query could answer, is it standard or not for most people? It's not like it's hidden anywhere, but it's certainly not obvious either. Like, it's easy to miss it. For the SMW bucket, I'm just gonna go through this. I don't know what he actually wants from me. Anyway. But it's also, like, out of the way, and if you don't, like, trigger it correctly, it doesn't save. Because you always need to save a level for anything to save in Lunar Magic. Even if you press the save button, it doesn't seem to save unless you save a level. So, thank you for the GG. You made your hack essay one at the start and realized it was a mistake later. Well, how was it a mistake, I have to ask? Oh, well, that's a mistake. That reminds me, I wanted to check a thing. Nope. Definitely not. Okay. Anyway, in the interest, because it does save after every level, I really don't care about messing with lives here. In a simpler, well, in a more complex hack with stuff going on, I'd care, but whatever. Nope, you cannot jump on those, spin jump on those. It's Kaizo hack, so you didn't need most of the benefits of SA1. It was inaccessible to people. You wanted to play it, gotcha. That's fair, especially people who only who use the what is the product I'm thinking of? The Super NT cannot play SA1 things without owning an SD to SNES, which is a bit of a drag for them. That's not how that works. You think they have firmware for it? SNES Mini and the FPX Pro? I'm fairly certain the FPX Pro thing has supported it for a while, because that's just the SD to SNES. And I think the SA1 has been standard in their releases since at least a couple years ago. I played through Mario RPG, the randomizer, the really old SMRPG randomizer, on a beta version of the firmware, probably 3 years ago. So it's been out for a while. It does have problems. Well, it had a few problems at the time. Some of them have abated or been figured out or worked around. There was an issue with the BCD numbers, what I remember. But it's just best not to turn something SA1 unless you need it. So, and you definitely want to support the NT. There's enough people out there who are, you know, they have an NT but they don't have an SA1 or SD to SNES or FX Pack or whatever. Like Captain Canuck, I think, one of those sorts of peoples. And honestly, I don't blame them. You've already invested a lot in a Super NT. You don't want to have to pay more for what amounts to effectively a glorified SA1. I don't think I like this level. And there are still some issues with timings and whatnot. You saw non-Kaizo hackers recommending SA1 strong on the forums. Didn't know better. I mean, an awful lot of non-Kaizo hackers are making, like, weird chocolate things, and SA1 helps a lot with sort of, you know, giving enough headroom so you can get away with weird chocolate stuff. But Kaizo doesn't need that much weird Kaizo stuff happening. Or weird stuff happening in general. Weird chocolate. Jump on a thing, do a shell jump, etc. It kind of works without it. And frankly speaking, Kaizo doesn't need much chocolate unless it really feels like it. Okay, that's the strat now. Let's see how long I can ride this one. This was a terrible idea. You know, SA1 is super convenient, fixed all your problems early on. Now you just design better and accept a little jank. Yep. Fair enough. I think that's a good ethos to have there. I do appreciate, like, the CLDC levels all being, like, SA1, but it's kind of prevented me from wanting to play them just because my stuff doesn't work on SA1 yet. It's been on my list of things to do for far too long, is fix my SA1 mappings and get it so Carl works on SA1. And I haven't found the energy to work on that particular project in a while because other projects have been a little more pressing. Even though Carl does work on some SA1 with a little bit of elbow grease, but not the not Super Mario World. Works on Mario RPG, but that requires some tuning. So, but Carl can generally work on most systems or most ROMs without too much effort. I know that's there. I don't know what a better solution is. I think this is the hack where I've spent the most time, like, getting... Oh, what'd I do there? Getting hit on sort of a weird axis of spin jumping. There we go. I'm getting it. I'm getting the rhythm of the stage. I think. I got pincered. I didn't expect both sides to get me. I'm like 4 exits into this. Spent an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours now. Hour and a half. And most of these levels don't have severe moderation problems, like where I need to check every single pipe. There's not that many pipes. It's got a bit more in common with Kaizo in that way. I'll let the Boo Laser go the other way now. Okay. I am never gonna figure that one out. Hey look, the double hit patch is on. Not get hit. I don't think I care for these Boo triangles. But why? Well, we'll come from the other side. That'll be a little bit easier. You want to play Frogger? He's back. Interesting. This is terrifying. It's not coming back, is it? That was not a smart move on my part. I spent a lot of time yesterday getting a PS1 emulator working. That explains the Frogger thing. I remember that, like, remake getting some attention back in the day. Yeah, Frogger. Oh, I don't need to have it the whole way. That's the ticket. Not like you, Boo Triangle. Okay. It doesn't have rosy reviews, but you think it's fun? I mean, I feel like an awful lot of PS1 games kind of got that sort of thing. They weren't critically acclaimed, but they were still a lot of fun. The PS1 was a system with a lot of shovelware. Some of it better than others. Ah, we're so close. PS1 emulator seems jank. You'll have to mess with it later. You even have a PS1 sitting around, but you want to use the emulator. Interesting, why? I mean, I guess if you don't own Frogger, then it's going to be kind of hard to play Frogger, I suppose. And PS1, like the anti-piracy stuff, is actually really good, so it's very hard to kind of circumvent it. You can't simply burn a disc like you can for, say, Dreamcast, or, I think Saturn also you could pretty easily just burn a disc and call it a day. Sega CD, certainly you can. Crap. Can't stream from console as easily. Fair enough. Yeah, you kind of need to have a whole setup for that. It is kind of a drag. I got that set up a while ago so I could play like the OG Final Fantasy VII. I have it mostly set up somewhere. I need to go find my cables again if I wanted to play a PS1 game again. This is interesting. I don't know if I like it, but it's interesting. May have had a misfortune of learning a little bit about that today. Like, why doesn't it use ISOs like everyone else? I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, every single sort of piracy scene had its own disc format of choice. Like, the Dreamcast people loved Disc Juggler, which was a pain in the ass. Which, you know, other than Dreamcast piracy, I don't think anyone ever used. And ISOs can be converted back and forth to Q and bin, but it's a bit of a pain. And last time I did that, I ran into severe problems, and Brew ended up screwing up most of my installations, because that's what Brew does when you update. When you install a new piece of software, it decides to update all of your libraries and decides, oh yeah, no, you didn't actually want to keep your install of that particular thing that was working. No, you want the new one, which is broken. Disc Juggler, that just sounds jank. You know, it was a different time. It wasn't a bad program, it just, you know, had a weird mascot of a juggler. Nobody really likes jugglers. I made a terrible mistake. Oh god! Oh, that was so close to being good. I blame the lag for that one. From what you've read, you're supposed to mount a bin as a drive and then run it in the emulator. I mean, that was an option. A million years ago, you'd use like Demon Tools or something, and you could just mount it and work it that way. And I found a few times that was the way to get like Dreamcast burning CDs to work. You know, if that was a thing you wanted or cared to do. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I could have sworn the state-of-the-art PlayStation emulation's gotten better since... Crap. Oh, I got back here. Better than nothing. Since the last time I did it, which was a while ago. But I guess for multi-disc games, it might be a problem. I think PS2 emulation is really good, but not sure about PS1. Oh. It might be a case where it's better to use the PS2 emulator, because it wouldn't surprise me if the PS2 emulator has a PS1 built into it. But I could be wrong. I remember reading like the PS3 emulator. I forget what it's called, but it does Dolphin-like reports about emulation improvements over time. And the Dolphin emulator has an amazing set of reports. It's always been fantastic reading when the monthly reports come out about like, here's a weird bug we ran into, and here's how we fixed it. PS2 emulator told you it didn't want to run the disc. Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess Frogger's just too powerful for the PS2. It's obvious. I remember how, like, the... oh god, who was it? It was one of the various governmental groups classified the PlayStation 2 as munitions because it was just too powerful, and they expected, like, I don't know, Iraqis to use it to, like, make missile guidance systems. Such a weird idea. like circa 1999. Before we got good encryption in IE too. When that was also classified as a munition. You could only have 40-bit encryption because that would be too many bits for Europe or anywhere else. Okay. That clipping is going to kill me every single time. Yeah, I was reminiscing earlier, I guess 2 days ago, about using WinRAR, because I'm one of the few people in the universe who owns a legitimate copy of WinRAR. I actually bought a license, like 7 years ago. And how, like, nowadays it doesn't matter so much, because unless you are into piracy scenes or like weird hacking things, you're never going to see a non-zip file, non-zip archive for bundling up files. I'm going to put a marker here because of the slowdown. There we go. Well, that was a great power-up. Use 7-zip all the time? Yeah. It's a good one to go for. I like it too. But I enjoy the fact that I own a legitimate copy of WinRAR, and it's come in handy a few times. I imagine I could use it for the Windows 98 machine over here, actually make my copy legitimate now. And in part, this is because, Lazy Game Reviews, LGR, was doing a, like, weird test to see how old of a version of WinRAR you could actually register. And he went all the way back to Windows 95, so... Except it didn't work for Windows 95 because it used a different registration system back then. Alright, cool. Well, net-wise, I didn't lose. These are just coins. Okay, I see clear pattern, I think. Do I want it? That's tricky. Nope. No, I don't want it. You sent someone a 7-zip like a year ago and realized it wasn't common? Yeah. I mean, pretty much every OS that people use, which is to say Mac OS and Windows, have support for zip built in, and that kind of, dominates. And no one cares too much about compression ratios anymore outside of, like, hyper nerds, just because zip is good enough. Like, RAR is technically better because it does, across file encryption, compression, which allows for better ratios and able to find, useful substrings that you can keep dictionarying up to make it a lot more efficient, but most people have enough bytes to spare these days that no one cares. If someone's using, say, AOL, then maybe they do still, but, if you're using AOL, you have bigger problems. I imagine the percentage saving can't be more than like 10% unless they're particularly egregious files. I wonder if anyone's run the numbers recently to see which ones are better. Want to do the short jump there? Okay, there we go. I started using 7-zip because you didn't have anything for dealing with zips back into the 2000s when you were a teen. Fair enough. It's still not bad. Like, I'm not looking down on 7-zip. It was like the open source version of WinRAR. It just handled almost every file type with aplomb. including cabinet files, which could be useful, or sniff at archives, or other weird things that most people didn't care about. There we go. That particular thing. Remember learning about some crazy file types when you were learning machine learning? I had a roommate who was way more invested and really wanted to find the most efficient data types. I believe it. I mean, the thing about it is if you're doing like actual archiving of stuff or dealing with humongous data sets, it actually makes a difference. 10% can be pretty big. Just the average person doesn't care anymore. But like if you're archiving a ton of CDs or something, then it could matter. It could matter a lot. Not like this. One bit. Who's finding things that reduce their data size to like 1/10 of the original zip? Yeah, really well-trained data compression can work wonders when you have very specific types of data. Like zip is a very general compression algorithm, and you know, if you can build a sparse data structure, that can work really well. Or strong run length encoding can also work really well if you have very sparse data and all that. It very much depends upon what your data looks like, but you can easily beat some of these things by just thinking about what your data is and how it works. Alright, we're back up here. I don't like you. Go away. That platform was not my friend. Okay. We got 2 hits. Let's not burn one of them immediately. Well, we didn't burn it immediately. No! I got greedy. I think HDF5 was the best he found. I do not know anything about that one. Wouldn't surprise me to be a fancy compression algorithm. Alright, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. And much happier. Alright, I got this time. This is definitely an interesting use of this particular thing. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in other places, but I don't know if I've ever seen it used this way. Also very bad at tracking periodic motion, apparently. Yeah, anyway, when I was an undergrad, we had a one of those pretty standard undergrad CS exercises is implementing a Huffman tree, which is a good form, or a good way to compress things. Because you can use, the fewest number of bits to represent the most common thing, and then go on and so forth. And as such, you can use, bits to represent a lot of data very quickly. The downside, of course, is you have to bring the tree with you when you're decompressing things. So that's kind of a downside. There's overhead, but it's not that bad for large files, but for small files, it's a bit silly. But honestly, pretty much every encryption, I keep saying encryption, compression is a bit silly for small files. There we go. Really need to just get out from underneath this thing. In fact, I found out that an awful lot of SNES games used to use dictionary compression for dialogue. Find longest common substrings and make sure that you substitute that with a single glyph. Makes things a lot shorter, as it turns out. For instance, in Mario RPG, the word Mario is 1 byte. Because, you know what? They say the word Mario a whole fucking lot in that game. Okay. So let's observe this. So as long as I can get to the top without taking damage, I think I'm set. Crap. No, that's gotta be... fall. No. I don't like that. One of those ways you'll need to find a way to use flips in a batch. I've done that before. It actually works pretty well. I have some code lying around to do that for the Mario RPG SMW randomizer. Initially I was going to create BPSs for everybody, and I think some of that code still lives. I eventually gave up on that and just started handing people ROMs, don't tell anybody. I'm certain every single person that I distributed to had a legitimate dumped copy of SMW, so it's probably okay. But, early on I had a plan. And I used flips for that because it turns out that the Python library that generates BPSs is complete and utter trash. Like, it can't generate a BPS. It can patch it, but it can't generate it to save its life. And so scripting flips was about the best I could do. But it works. It's not difficult. You just can invoke it at the command line, and it will just work. Mainly like to turn your backup ROMs of your hack into BPS to save on space. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could script it to do that pretty easily. Just batch script over all the ROMs, tell it to produce a patch, you give it a source, and then destination ROM, and it produces the BPS file. Though it probably wouldn't ultimately save you that much space, but I might be underestimating. Because like every Mario hack is, unless SA1, at most 4 megabytes. Which I guess it can add up over time. I'm not sure what my plan with walking right there was, but it was not the right plan. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Gotta put a marker down to go and cheat and get that particular dragon coin later. Because I'm done with that. It's like 50 backup ROMs, so like 200 megabytes. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you for the G. Progress was made. Please tell me it didn't just drop. Save! No, there's still internet. Is Twitch being funny? Crash this page. Hasn't been enough space to motivate you how to learn to batch properly. That's fair. There we go. Apparently just Twitch didn't like my web browser for a second. Learning batch is a painful experience. I don't blame anybody for not wanting to learn it. It's like a scripting language, but worse. Like, Bash has its own problems, don't get me wrong. But I've had to learn a little bit of Bash to do some fun things on the, in Windows and for the, Squiggle box. But even so, it's just not fun. There we go. It's Metroid, isn't it? Do dig the mountains, though. Levelengine knows a thing or two about mountains. Okay. You know, no, I so carefully did that part and fucked it all up. You're not sure how to use command line, would just have to add it to your paths. I mean, I guess you could add it to your path, or you could just hard code the full path, or just copy it into the directory. You know, I've got options. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Bye, Charlie. I'm trying to decide how much I care. I have made a very poor decision here. Alright, let's go. Oh, you wrote one batch and that was in Linux, use Windows, and don't remember how it works. So, I mean, Bash versus Batch are very different languages. Bash, as in I'm going to bash over the head, or Batch versus I'm making up a batch of cookies. One of these is a lot more friendly, let's be honest here. But Batch is not the nicest of languages. It's got some weird issues around, like, how you call other scripts. And in Bash, they behave like functions, like you normally would expect. And in Batch, it behaves more like a fork, which is weird. Or a fork exec. So, but you have to use different semantics if you want to call it and have it return as opposed to take over the script. But anyway, if you just use it on the command line, it should work. If you make a batch script, as long as Windows knows where the thing is, it doesn't care too much. Either invoking it via path or... what was my plan? Or having it around in the same directory. It'll just work. My solution was to have it a known path on Mac OS, which... Many of my problems with my build system stem from the fact that I'm not on Windows. Or at least for that particular randomizer, stem from the fact that I'm not on Windows. Other ones don't. But yeah, I really need to make that build a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. It's on the list. Though I imagine that I won't be working on that until Pidge merges some of her new SMW or SMRPG stuff. But I probably should get to work on removing some of the SMW dependencies I don't want to have, like Lunar Magic. I like Lunar Magic, it's a great program, but I don't want it as a dependency for my randomizer. I'm not sure it was worth it to get a shell. That's where I could... yeah. Oh. Right there was the... what's the word I'm looking for? One-up farm. If I put a shell between those two spots, I would have gotten a lot of one-ups after a long time. It would not have been a fast one-up farm. Yes, it does. It totally uses LM. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if it's published on my YouTube page, but it's the god-awful build process for a reason. It uses Lunar Magic to handle injecting some stuff, and it uses, you know, Gopher Popcorn Stew and the other stuff as well. And probably should have just tried to make it all into one base ROM first, but it didn't Well, I didn't do that. So... You know, that would be a really smart command to have, wouldn't it? Let me just pull that one up so you can see it. It'll take me about half a second. Where is this? The god-awful randomizer build system. I'm gonna put that on the list of things to do. But there you go, there's the god-awful build system. You can watch it in action on my desktop. I stand by my statement that the whole thing is held together with spit and duct tape. Why do you stand on this one? Let's see if this actually works. Yep, it does. I don't need to waste my time here since I can give myself infinite lives, but it's nice to know that there is a way to get an appropriate number of lives in the level. It's been a while since I've gone shell surfing. And I am definitely going to add a YouTube command before tomorrow because that is a smart thing to do. It was nice while it lasted. Let's see what we got here. Nothing! Absolutely nothing. Huh. The turtle killed itself. That's pretty funny. Alright. That was not worth it. Yeah, since he's not going to turn around. Is this necessary? Oh, I lost my chance to get the last dragon coin. By being dumb. Whatever, 29! So anyway, you can see the build process is pretty involved and not great. I really need to make a few big changes, which would require, like, moving some item movement logic, which is one of the biggest problems I had. Thanks for the G. And moving that outside of, well, outside of the other randomizers. And simply being able to tell other randomizers where I want to place items. And there's some stuff where I need to fix up how certain things work. I need to basically build a small... what's the right term for this? Like, Python-based level editor, I suppose, would be the correct way of phrasing it. Something is very strange about this level. Why are there so many outlined blocks? I haven't missed, like, a double exit, and this is some sort of Switch Palace thing, is it? I'm gonna have to come all the way back down. That's what this is. Oh, no. Alright, fuzzies don't have the bottom hitbox. Enemy here. Okay. Oh, I don't want to go up, I want to grab. Which is not going to happen from this platform. Could have just waited, and I still didn't manage to grab it. There's a lot going on that I wish wasn't. Oh, I could just go that way. Well, that would have been smart. Okay. this thing... No, that wasn't smart. I think I need to keep it from hitting the left wall. Or do it as a two-phase thing. Take it right, then go left. But everything about this level makes sense now, and I'm not looking forward to certain parts of it. Like that. They always have to be two spitters. I feel the answer is yes. They always have to be two spitters. So I should also see if that's actually listed now. I don't remember if I actually published that particular YouTube thing. But I don't publish most YouTube videos. Mostly it's used for a backup off of everything else. But I got more backups now, so I don't need to use YouTube nearly as much for backing up videos. Been meaning to make like an automated version that does good backups, but it's another one of those that would be so cool if I could make it do this and that and that, and so it's become yet another albatross project that may get done sometime, but may never get done anytime. You know how those are. Okay, this is better. This is worse. There we go. Don't see unlisted. It says it's unlisted on my, no wait, no, that's a different one. Nope, it says it's public. My bad. I just don't check the listings that carefully. Mostly all this there is backup of chat hacks, streams, a few other things, and of course the original SMRPG SMW rando stream that or video that me and Squiggles made. As far as I know, no one's watched that other than Mr. Mighty Mouse and maybe Dr. Now. It was definitely less interesting than the version that I ended up showing off on streams. And to be fair, it's 3 hours of me and Squiggles shooting the shit because we didn't have much else to talk about once I got past the "this is how this works" part of the stream, or part of the video. We pretty much just, you know, had a normal conversation time. Should have a big jump first. No, die. Okay, cool. I made it up one bit. I think I'm safe here. I'm just gonna wait a second. Plan my next move. I think that might have worked out in my favor. Okay, so now Mr. Thwomp is over there. This is a very tall level. With no midway! Woo! Crap. I want to get off. Hooray! And a 1-up. And a hot plate. It's a weird friggin' track, isn't it? Well, oh, I circumvented that. Of all of the things. Yep, a hot plate. It kind of astounds me of all of the stupid things in The Simpsons that I remember from that particular episode and reference with any amount of regularity. It's not the rib witch, it's not the grammar, or it's not the spelling bee. No, it's the friggin' hot plate. The hot plate is easily the most memorable thing about that particular episode. And it's a spectacularly terrible bribe. You watched a video this morning about a speed run where runners put their NES on a hot plate? Oh, I heard about that. That's so friggin' weird. And strikes me as a bad idea. It does remind me of a paper that suggested that Java's type safety was somewhat dependent upon not being cooked in a similar manner. And they could use like hair dryers and whatnot to get around Java's type system. It was a very weird paper. I'm not certain of the validity of its conclusions, put it that way. Alright, there we go. What episode? Oh, I don't know what the name of the episode is. If you look up the Rib Witch episode, it's definitely that one. But I don't remember the name off the top of my head. It basically boils down to, like, that wasn't what I thought would kill me. I thought that was a bad jump and would kill me on the firewall. Lisa gets invited to a spelling bee, but they really want this cute kid to win because no one cares about spelling bees anymore, and so he tries to bribe... The guy who runs the spelling bee is trying to bribe Lisa with a hot plate. And Homer wants to, you know, go on a, like, Grateful Dead style following the Rib Witch around because the Rib Witch is delicious, and they were doing the, like, Requiem for a Dream thing where they're showing, like, the effects on his nervous system and blood and all that. It's a weird episode. It does make me hungry for, like, pressed rib sandwich, which, you know, I never had a McRib, but I had the, you know, elementary school equivalent a few times back in the day, which I remembered being delicious. I don't know if I would agree with that assertion now that I'm older. Still. Oh, I thought I could beat him. Okay. No. Yeah, you gotta take that bounce. That's the only way for that to work. Nope, that's bad timing. And, of course, there's an extra one. Okay. Right. TV is magical. Makes you want to go watch all the cartoons. Oh, there's too many cartoons to watch anymore. I would watch some Simpsons up to, like, season 10 and then pick out some of the good ones to 15, but I've watched too much Simpsons over the years. One of those things where I can start, like, quoting the whole thing. It was very much a comfort food TV for too long. Futurama kind of happened the same way. There was a point where I kind of, like, oh, I used to love putting on Futurama just as background noise, and now I just can't anymore. Especially because the new seasons suck. By comparison to the old ones. The movies aren't bad. I really do like at least two of them. Like, what was it, Bender's... Or the first one, the one with the scammer aliens. But the subsequent ones were not nearly as good. Beast with a Billion Backs wasn't much fun. Into the Wild Green Yonder was actually pretty good. Though some of its subplots, and it was clearly cut for television. Not a bad thing in of itself, but on future watchings, you're like, oh, it's obvious now. How did I not see that earlier? Mostly agree with the Bald Fry from the Future was a good arc. Yeah, that was a really, I mean, that was the best part of that particular thing. How you doing, New Pointless? I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to figure this hack out. And always ending up here with very little power-up wise. And the National Geographic spoof was in Nature's Horrific. We have learned nothing at all from it. Fair. I don't know, there's some of those ones like the YouTube episode where they're doing all the YouTuber-y things that were big at the time, like Mentos and Diet Coke and And the iPod thing. Robots getting married was not one of their better episodes. I don't know. I feel like the writing was inferior, and I still think I prefer the Devil's Hands to the final episode. Not to say the final episode isn't good, but I prefer Devil's Hands. It was a great episode as opposed to simply a good one. Alright, cool. Wait a second. Let's be smart here. I have to come back. Which means I need to kill these things and harvest the coin soul. I'm not sure that was worth it. No, I'm pretty sure it's worth it. Oh, it definitely did. Let me think. That episode where Fry gets 100 cups of coffee is one of my personal favorites. I think it's pretty much in the list of everyone's favorites. Okay. You know what? I'll still take it. Not ideal, but I'll take it. Alright, cool. We made it to near the top. Why isn't he proccing? Okay. Guess I need to be a lot closer horizontally. Oh. Too much for my lead. Yep, gotta harvest the coins. I need their coin souls in order for this to work. I'm gonna die here again. Nope, not gonna die here again. Plenty of other places I can die here. Alright, cool. I want to say the coin soul thing is a Rao-cowism, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Okay, this is less scary than I thought it would be. Still kind of scary, though. That was literally the last thing I could have died on. Definitely a hard hack. Yep. Well, as Arisen says, it's the oof life sometimes. I do like this. Oh, well, I don't like that. But the retreading up and down is kind of fun. Alright. I remain cautiously optimistic. Rule number 1, never compliment the level. It will hear you and will spite you. I'm not sure I've quite gotten to that level of superstition yet. I might one day, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get that on the way back. If and I actually do. If and I actually bother. Well, killing that one at least. Okay. No. Cool. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? I could just spin jump. I'm taking the level at its own word here. There's no reason to do that. We can be smarter than the level. Sometimes. Cool. I'm not getting that. So, we're still gonna be alive, but whatever. Move that over there, because having my phone too close to the mic causes problems sometimes. Come on, you guys. You know you want to proc. There we go. This works. I can barely see Mario, but it works. Okay, cool. On our way down. Required soul coin harvesting could be interesting in Kaizo. There was a level that in ROM Hack Races that required that sort of thing. It was the like, was it by Johnny? I'm not sure who it was by. I want to say it was by Johnny. It was like dragon dating and metaphysics of something. It was a really cool level. Very, very hard, but very cool. And you had to like keep your dragon fed, and one of the ways you could keep your dragon fed was via soul coins. So, Algae, thank you. No, I just think anime, I think Johnny, which is probably not the best thing, but yeah. That was a very anime level. Alright, we made it to the bottom. Please let there be a midway. Oh, you mean in terms of despawning stuff, but that sounds good too. Yeah, it was a cool level. It was a lot of fun to watch. I have a bad feeling about this. I can already see what's being asked of me, and I'm already very unhappy about it. Double hit patches not enabled. Thanks. It's true, at least I got the age. I am already unhappy about this. And how fast I'm going to have to do this. Oh, I see now. I could have really screwed that up. I'm going to come over here first to turn this on. And I hopefully not have ruined it. Alright, cool. We did the next section. That's good. Probably should have timed that slightly better. No, no, yes. Oh, I'm dumb. Alright. This level's intense. Alright, so things we're going to try to do. Kill plants on the way down. Things we're going to do. Die. I actually think that part might be impossible without the cape. You could play more ROM Hack level races levels offline if you didn't have to take the time to patch levels individually. Same goes for the contest levels. Yeah, that is a fair point. So I don't know if you've seen my judging notes for the 24-hour contest, but I think you'd like them on the basis that it allows you to quickly download a number of patched ROMs if you upload the ROM once. Upload being in big finger quotes. Hey, cool, I got a jump! And it just makes it more pleasant without having to deal with that problem repeatedly. At least I think. So that's how I would recommend experiencing the 24-hour contest levels. Crap. It's on patcdr.net. Let me give you a link. I probably should also have another command for this sort of thing, but... Bam. There's my judging notes, and once you... Like, there's a box, there's a file selector thing to upload a unheadered SMW. I mean, you know the drill at this point. And once you do that, all of the other links turn into just download, because I'm doing BPS patching in JavaScript on the page. That's not the way to do it. Looks very familiar. Yes, yeah. I ended up having to mess with an existing BPS patcher to sort of make it work, but I'm pretty happy with the end result. So, it was kind of a pain to work with the existing one for a few reasons. But I hammered it into something I could use generically in most cases. So, but yeah, I'm very proud of it. Just don't jump. They really do. I might send my code. I might suggest that to Dr. No at some point in the near future. Because and honestly, like, SMW Central could also use this. If you don't need a like README or different kinds of patches, like you need to have a Portuguese versus English patch, it's just hella convenient. So, and for other contests, I've been considering asking Xandro if he'd like to borrow the code, because he might want to do that for his page, which would be cool too, because then it makes it like really easy to download whatever historical ROM hack you want to download. It does a little bit of a sleight of hand thing that I probably need to make a little bit better, because JSON is not the best way to encode binary data, as anyone should be able to tell anyone, but it works. It could be a lot worse. Nope. What you mean, use JSON for everything? I mean, it literally takes the JSON and shoves it into your local store for like 3 megabytes of storage for what, you know, a normal SMW thing is like, I guess 512 kilobytes. I think that's the correct size, if I'm not mistaken. This. Okay. That's beautiful. That sound. Oh, that sound. So glorious. I just want to get to the top. Beautiful. What's up, Circle Friendo? How you doing? Yeah, we finally got up here with a decent power-up set, which hasn't happened before, and I think oh no, I'm just dead in the water, aren't I? I'm very dead in the water. Yeah, I screwed up. Gameplay, indeed. But I'm getting there, I'm getting there. I have to give props where props are due. This is a cool level. I did compliment the level. I know this is inviting bad mojo and whatnot, but one has to compliment some levels. Kind of gives me like a fun Battletoads vibe in some ways. I think I want the cape more than the... It doesn't even matter, does it? Well, we didn't get the coin, and it doesn't matter. It's so confusing to hear a Mario player say nice things about a level. I know, it's uncommon. But here we are. And sometimes you just have to admit, it's a cool concept. Wait, right, you can't carry those up those triangle platforms. Don't need to panic. We have plenty of time up here. Crap. No! That bad jump. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to be ahead enough to be able to get that coin. Time to have some water, I think. It's a Skypey? Pretty much. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Like, I appreciate the there and back again nature of this level, even if I did find the first half to be a bit painful. Oh, I wall clipped of all the unholy and stupid things. Gonna keep trying for the ump, as you do. It helps to know the fact that you're pretty much invulnerable when you're wall running. That was not the way to do it. Okay, it's focus time. Unlike the last few times, which were unfocused time. Okay. We are never gonna kill. Oh, hey, we do get his calling soul. Sweet. Indeed, what's a hitbox? What's in a hitbox, really? Didn't even try for the ump. I feel bad now. I like the fact that these things can't hurt me anymore. Nah, I don't think I can get the velocity I want. Of all of the... Well, having cape wasn't helping me much anyway, said the man with the very sour grapes. What a miserable pile of pecans. But enough talk! How about you? Wow, that was an interesting time for me to die. I don't think I was going that slow, but apparently that was the time for the boxes to disappear. Or maybe that just happens when you die, if you die that way. See, once again, I clip. You found Alexi's anime level? Yep. I want to say that they did 2 anime levels. They had one which was, the words here are like otome and something else. There's like one where it's a dating sim for women and one for it's a dating sim for men. And the dragon one was the one for men, and there was one for women that used the Himari orb. It's very strange. Very much like Arby's clock tower. And so wall clipping makes sense? Yep. Yeah, the one we were talking about earlier definitely has the word dragon in it, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. I want to say it was like season 4. Take that one with a massive grain of salt. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that what Can Eternal love is the Hamari Orb one, which is more of a Otome game, and I forget what the other name is, the other type of game. I mean, it's still the same sort of harem bullshit, no matter which gender it's meant for. It's just that Japan has established genres for these sorts of visual novel sorts of things. Nope, I did not get that. The Hyper 6 one? Yeah, I remember that being a pretty cool level. It's very much themed after the very last level where you got the Hamari Orbs and you need to get all the Dragon Coins to proceed. The Dragon Coins are not optional in either Hyper 6 or the that which is Can Eternal Love or whatever that one level's called. Like, it's clearly an homage. Which is a nice way of saying it's completely ripping it off, but... Don't care. No! People really should stop making homages to Hyper 6. You're all about ripping off Hyper 6. Two very different opinions expressed very close together. It doesn't deserve it. I don't know, there's an awful lot of interesting stuff that seems to have come out of it, but I haven't played enough, and I kind of slept through about half of that race. I was planning to try, and like I got some delicious food delivered that morning, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this whole race. It's gonna start at a, you know, not a very great time for me currently in terms of my sleep schedule. I'm gonna get my sleep schedule realigned. No, that didn't happen. I just slept through half of it. So... I was awake for the important parts, the beginning and the end, just not for any of the stuff in the middle. What's up, Golden Rules? How you doing? That's Storks. You slept through Rumac races today. To be fair, Storks is more inspired by Luigi's Adventure OSC Lost levels. Is that true? It wouldn't surprise me. The legend of Morsel continues. But still, I honestly have no idea. Yes, gotta follow the coin soul. Oh. Today I learned. The hack is directly inspired by Luigi's Adventure Lost levels and incidentally the Hyper Mario World Special Worlds. That's what he wrote in the store description. Today I learned. That's an interesting set of inspiration. I don't know what that is. Is that a hack? Is that like the actual Lost levels? I don't remember Luigi having custom stuff in Lost levels by comparison. So... more inspired. Yeah, fair enough. I think that might have been a bad idea. Nope, it's fine. I care a lot more about having the extra hit than I do having a specific power-up at this point. Okay, just don't panic. There we go. Got the quote now. I appreciate that. After all this... free Dragon Coin. I'll take it. There we go. And we can get into the bonus room and see what that looks like. And see if it's been unchanged, which is what I hope. Thank you for the GGs. And the bonus room. Thank you for the bonus room. Yep. Almost all mushrooms. OSC lost levels of separate hack. Interesting. I'll have to look that one up on Xandro's site. I'm curious about that now, if that was the inspiration for Storks. Nothing else I want to, like, look at the level design, because I'm curious. Alright, let's take a look at this next level. It's on SMW Central. Oh. You now have it downloaded. I just assume that an awful lot of things like that are not available on SMW Central, so... And plus, the nice thing about Xandro's site is I can, like, look at the hack. So that reminds me, put a note down to say to go back and get that last dragon coin. I really wish I'd done that the first time. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Xandro's site, but if you haven't, it is an amazing website. The SMW DB. Yep, massively more utility features. I really need to finish my SA1 mapping stuff so I can finally send him the thing that reads level names good. Cat CDR's tool for reading level name reading good, or something like that to belabor a Zoolander reference. Gotta at least try to get this one. Nope. Yeah, it would be a nice improvement. I said I'd do it like 6 months ago, and I've got most of it working. So I can, as you can see, based upon the level names up there, I think at some point exit counts might be busted. I don't know why. I need to review the code there, because I think I made some bad changes for the overlay. But it does extract the level names, and this uses the long level names. In fact, it got one of them. Oh, right, it gets confused. That's it, because I had to start and restart the bot, maybe? I don't know. I need to figure out what's going wrong with that. There's something, like, the webpage itself was never well made. I need to just, like, go back and figure it out. Because I think I've been fixing one bug, I added 3. It's pretty much the long and short of it. I'm never going to get that dragon coin legit. I'm going to take this shell. Always take the shell, and then use it. Yep, that's how bugs work. It's true. Alright, it is almost 5 a.m. I think I'm happy leaving this here. I don't know how many exits I have, and I think it's saved at the last one, so let's reset and see how many exits we got. Because I want to know. Also, this screen's pretty good. 7 out of 12. Alright, so we'll have another stream of this, I imagine. I'll go back and do the dragon coin work that I didn't do earlier. Probably off screen, just because I can do it faster that way. But whatever. Anyway, back to the much better overworld music while we do this. We gotta find someone who's playing a video game. And raid them. Let's see... Oh, this is it. I wanted to rate him yesterday, or last time, this Friday, and it didn't work out. I don't know, Rat Skater. I wanted to raid Drunk last time, and he's playing DKC2, and I love DKC2. So, I don't want to start a prediction. That's not it. So we're gonna raid him. And the raid message I had yesterday is, how do you pronounce that? Because I still don't know how to pronounce his name, other than just like kind of making guttural noises and hoping. So, hopefully, don't feel free to use it as a raid message. Otherwise, just say hello. It all works out. Anyway, I will see you all in a bit. Probably 12 hours later and change for Final Fantasy V, because I want to get that done too. And yeah, so have a good day, have a good sleep, have a good whatever you're going to do, and I will see you all later. I'm going to push the button now. Bye.